Hey guys, welcome to another episode of War Divisions. Today is day 7, and the judgments I made were kind of major. I switched around Terra and Y'shtola's Esper. Terra's now with Bahamut, and Y'shtola's with Cactuar for the so she can still have Man-Eater and magic and stuff like that. And I raised the Infinity level for Ryu and Winter Victoria because they were not at 5, and I needed that extra dex just in case I went in and fought evasion again without picking my guarantee magic user attacks. I don't know, I'm so fixated on trying to get Ryu to hit enemy units that I keep forgetting I have guarantee attacks on the team. Why don't I just use that? So today we have Cloud, Yume, and Oberon. I wasn't sure what to pick, so I started off with Y'shtola, Celeste, and Terra. Oh, another change I made was Celeste. I gave her more slash and upped her lightning resist a bit. So I just wanted to see if she could tank Cloud here. So that was the goal. They picked the Cloud, so I was happy about that. I was almost happy that Y'shtola almost one-shotted the Oberon, but he survived by a little bit, which kind of sucked. So now Oberon here is gonna lower my elemental resistance to all resistances, which kind of sucks. It doesn't help me decide if Cloud's gonna do that much damage or not. In fact, it's gonna be worse. Speaking of Cloud, he snipes Y'shtola, so now it's 3 versus 2. Celes got the kill on Oberon, so now it's a 2v2, but I'm not holding on much because Cloud is Cloud. Terra did knock out Yume, which is great, but this Cloud has Barrage, which is not so great. I don't know why Celes decided to do Cleanse Blade, but she did, and Cloud just triple blades both units to death. So that winded up being a loss, and I believe that's another loss in a row. But the next match is going to be against the pity guy. or whatever the name is. I don't care. You could tell it's a pity person because it pops up instantly. It's the same name and it's always the same units. And this person was in the other quick pick day video, so it's whatever. I mean, it sucks I'm losing this much, but I'm also just having fun. I think I would have been more salty if I was using all the best UR units, because I have Elna, I have Locke. Like, if I did light evasion and I was losing this much and I ran into this team, I think I'll be even more salt. But because I'm using units I'm having fun with and units that you don't see too often, I'm not too worried about running into this person, this pity win every now and then. That's for sure. So that gave me a win there. So the next battle is going to be against Win, Elna, a Mont, and a Cloud. So meta units, pretty much. Unfortunately, I was so fixated on the Cloud, I should have realized that they're probably going to pick their Win team. But I think I still anticipated at least slash, so I picked Mont over Celes, because Mont has more slash resistance than Celes does. So at the very least, he could take Yume and 2B's hit, which they picked. They picked their win team, but the bottom team felt like a decoy because they didn't really they kind of picked quick. That's another thing. I'm not paying attention to how fast players are picking. I see a Cloud, I was like, oh my god, do I choose Celes or not? That's the psychological thing about quick pick matches. But here, because Tifa moved in, Ryu didn't have a chance to do his absolute cover. He went in for the attack with his range. Tifa was able to move in onto Mont to lower his accuracy, which kind of sucked. But Terra fought back and nuked Tifa. So now it's 3 versus 2. Ryu's out of AP already because he didn't get a chance to buff, which really sucks. If this was a larger map, he would have had time to at least buff once. That's what Ryu is really good on larger maps. This medium-sized map, he performs okay. I still love him though. He's probably going to be the next person I review once I really get things down. To my surprise here, this Junmei had the Christmas card. I believe it's the Christmas card that gives her the triple pierce attack. So she knocked out King Mont, and then she knocked down Terra. And because Junmei has really good, I think she has good missile resistance, Ryu is not going to be able to take her down. So she's taking these hits way too well, and then 2B's like, stop that. So now it's over there. But yeah, that Junmei really took the missile hits good, and I'll give props to that player because I don't see too many Junmeis with the triple pierce attack, because it works well. Like, why not use it? But I also don't remember what else the card offers. I have to double check. I do have the card, but I just don't remember. So here we have water units, and icy water units. I'm not gonna pick fire because I really don't want to risk it. Like, there's a high chance they'll use their water units, and if I pick fire, I'm at a huge disadvantage already. I think next time they do quick pick matches, if I remember, I'm gonna try like all rainbow units. Like, no two elements are the same, but I'll try to plan that out this time, because again, this was like a last minute pick. I'm so focused on the Trials of Reckoning for Final Fantasy VI that it's diverting my attention away to the units I'm using for this. Because I'm pretty sure if I focus more on the units for this and fine-tuning them, I would have gotten more wins, but it's okay. So their Celes didn't use Runic Blade, instead used Taunting Spell, which was fine with me, but I don't even have spells on this team, so it's fine. Everyone's firing at Celes, and she's taking the hits pretty well. So Winter Victoria just does her break spell, which is what I want. So now everyone's broken. And my Celes used Runic Blade, so now she's gonna be able to absorb hits from Valentine's Day Solaire. Summer Elsie goes down pretty quick, and now Solaire goes down quick. So that was a win. Happy about that. Victoria did a good job finally. Oh man, maybe I should have put back Uni. Of course, Uni would have worked great in that match if they were using more haste and quicken strategies, but Uni will have a time and place, just not right now. Or at least not on this map. Alright, so our final battle, there's wind units and 2 water units. And again, I got afraid. I saw the water units. I'm like, I don't want to use water. I don't want to use the fire team. So I'm just going to go with the same team I did again. It kind of sucks because I didn't really use the fire team too much today. Not as much as I wanted to. But I guess people there's just more waters going around. Maybe me picking fire was a bad idea. So they chose wind, which I should have thought of, but again, I wasn't too sure. And it's Winter Luarthur, which I'm afraid of. She hits super hard. Like, I've seen her in action. She's scary. But Ryu got his buffs. So did Winter Victoria. And now Winter Victoria is actually going to pop her limit break here, which is to my surprise. Meaning Winter Luartha has missile resistance to her, which is good. Unfortunately, even though I got hit down, Celeste is too far away for her to gain aggro. So she went out to Winter Victoria, who lived, which is great. So everyone else is going after Celeste, while Ryu takes down Winter Luartha. So now it's 3 versus 2. Celeste has finally moved in and is going to do some damage to Jume, and that Jume is tanky. Oh man. So here Mortimer tries to do a magic attack but failed, and Ryu tries to disable Jume but failed. Winter Victoria was able to do dispel spread, which will dispel her hate and every other buff, which is what I want. Unfortunately here Mortimer did her limber break, which silences Celeste, so Celeste can't really do any of her attacks. Now that the hate buff is gone, I'm hoping for my units to go after Mortimer, so that way it's just Jume left. And Ryu does go after Mortimer, but wasn't able to kill, so Winter Victoria had to finish the job, but she had re-rage. And now Jume is going to go in and finish the job that Luartha couldn't finish. And now Mortimer is just going to break that shield, and Ryu goes down. Overall, wasn't that great of a day, but it's okay.